أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, recite, in the name of your Lord who created man with a clinging substance. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man what he did not know. Sadaqallahul Azim.
A world without borders is a world without boundaries. A world where nothing divides us or holds us back. We are the dreamers, ready to break down borders. Because our walls do not bound us. We are for those who have the hunger to learn. We are the science that seeks tomorrow. And the engineers that build it. The visionaries that mold it. We make it our business to go global. Elevate the status of education. And change the way this world works. By stepping beyond, we have pioneered education, promoted equality, and nurtured innovation. Our surge takes us to the mountains in the north, to the arid deserts in the south, because where you come from does not matter. Merit does. And every penny we make goes back into the university. Because we are for education, not profit. So when you break these boundaries with us, we go beyond the map and into the future. Because we thrive without borders. We're diverse without borders. LUMS, learning without borders.
Honored parents, valued guests, LUMS faculty and staff, Assalamu alaikum. I am Zara Kizilbash, Registrar LUMS, and I welcome you to the 32nd LUMS Convocation 2020. Despite the ongoing pandemic that we are fighting together with the rest of the world, we come together today to share moments of joy and pride in this hallmark ceremony where we acknowledge the success of our graduating Luminites. Thank you for joining us from the safety of your homes. We are honored to celebrate this momentous occasion with you. Today's ceremony is no less than a traditional graduation celebration, even without the academic regalia and the pageantry of the procession with our graduates, faculty members, and office bearers. We have here a unique opportunity to host a historic event, to recognize the hard work, success, and determination of our graduates. Convocation 2020, as other convocations before it, is a tribute to our students and an acknowledgement in the truest sense of their endeavors and commitment to excellence. As we connect across distances, today marks a rite of passage, a milestone achieved. Before we commence the session, I would like to leave with a note of hope and advice in the words of Allama Iqbal Sahib. ना हो ना उम्मीद, ना उम्मीदी ज़वाले इल्म व इरफान है, उम्मीद मर्द मोमिन है खुदा के राज़दानों में। नहीं तेरा नशेमन कसरे सुल्तानी के गुंबद पर, तू शाहीन है बसेरा कर पहाड़ों की चट्टानों में। We wish you, our students, the pioneers of tomorrow, the Shaheens of Iqbal, much success and triumph in future endeavors, in conquering new frontiers and exploring what the world has to offer you beyond the gates of LUMS. And as you go forth with your ambitions, always remember, Rabbi Zidni Ilma. Remember the path to ilm which you tread here. It will be a continuous part of your journey. Thank you.
सरज़मीन शाद
ईश्वरी हसीन शाद
तू निशाने अज़्मे आनिशान अर्ज़े पाकिस्तान
मरकज़े यकीन शाद
पाक सरज़मीन का निज़ाम कौम मुल्क सल्तनत आइंदा ताबिंदाबाद शाद बाद मंज़िले मुराद
परचमे सितारों हिला
रहबरे तरक्कियों का मान तर्जुमाने माज़ी शाने हाल जाने इस्तक़बाल साए खुदाई सुलझना
Hi everyone, I'm Faria Zahid and I have graduated this year with a doctorate degree in organizational behavior. As far as my experience with LUMS is concerned, I won't be exaggerating if I say that it has been one of the most life-changing experience for me. And here I have had immense opportunities to learn not only from the best people in Pakistan, but from the best of the lot from all around the world. And overall, it has been an extremely enriching experience for me.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Ali Akbar, a PhD physics graduate from SSC. My experience at LUMS has been metamorphic in nature, but I would like to share one particular incident where I've been working on my first research article for 2 weeks. My advisor asked about the progress and I sent him the work presenting as it is the best I could do. I remember replying him to me, you have to spend more time on it. It is nowhere close to where I intended. I thank him for pushing me, encouraging and inspiring me to go further beyond the limits. I would also like to thank LUMS for providing a conducive and unparalleled educational ecosystem for students to thrive in.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Jannat Kareem Khan and I'm a student of the inaugural batch of MPhil Education Leadership and Management at the LUMS School of Education. Thinking about my 2 years here, I can think of three main things: inclusivity, hard work and soul. The program was very inclusive because it included a diverse student body from different parts of Pakistan, and it was just amazing to meet so many different people with such different backgrounds. We all worked really hard because the purpose and the goal was just so pure, providing education to children and making sure that they have quality education in their lives. And lastly, there was a lot of soul because we got to take part in courses such as Dr. Chuftai's leadership course, which was just transformative in its own accord. And there was Sheila Auntie and her teas. So just a lot of soul all around, with the passion of the faculty and the students and everything else. So I would just love to thank Sayyid Babar Ali and everyone else who made these 2 years possible for us and who set up the School of Education for us.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza Atif and I'm an electrical engineering graduate from School of Science and Engineering, batch of 2020. My experience here at LUMS has been a wonderful one. And although I love everything that LUMS has to offer, including one of lifelong friendships that I've made, but what stood out for me was the level of faculty here at SSC. Now, these weren't just the people who were going through the motions and delivering lectures to get it over with. I found faculty that truly inspired me. These are the people that you could look up to as your mentors, and you could one day hope to achieve where they are right now. And there are major reasons why my experience here at LUMS has been an amazing one. So I would like to thank LUMS for giving me an opportunity and a platform to discover myself and for me to be where I am today. Thank you.
My name is Zainab Haroon. I'm an MS Economics student at LUMS. My experience at LUMS has been very rewarding and, in fact, transformative. The past 2 years have added greatly to my depth of understanding of this vitally important subject. The Economics Master's program was challenging, but the learned and experienced faculty led by Dr. Abhinaman Berkey was always there to motivate and guide. Having had the opportunity to study with a talented, diverse and hard-working student body made it a very memorable experience for me.
Hi, my name is Mahanur Qureshi. I just graduated with a bachelor's in anthropology and sociology. Studying at LUMS gave me a unique experience of sharing a classroom with students who came from diverse academic backgrounds. That meant that I was not just learning from the faculty, but from my peers as well. That made my entire undergraduate journey very wholesome. I also consider myself especially lucky because I was taught by a talented bunch of instructors at HSS who were my support system for the past 4 years and will continue to be so. I would like to thank them and thank LUMS for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Waleed Akbar and I graduated with a degree in electrical engineering. Although it is ending in a weird, unforeseen fashion, I believe that the time we spent here made us individuals that we have grown to respect and love. I believe the Waleed Akbar that walked onto campus in 2016 and the Waleed Akbar who is moving out now are two entirely different persons. The latter more responsible, more empathetic, humble and learned. I owe everything from my first running code to my admission at MIT to my parents, my professors and friends at LUMS who stood with me through the good and bad times and made LUMS an unforgettable experience. I hope that one day I will be able to pay back to the place that has made me what I am today.
Hi, I'm Aisha Sadiq. I'm a law graduate from the class of 2020. Before I came to LUMS, many people questioned my choice of studying law, and to be honest, I became a bit confused as well. However, during our first year, LUMS gave us an opportunity to all its students to study different courses from a variety of disciplines, and that and my experience with my mentors and professors, it really helped me realize the passion I have for studying and practicing law. And I know it sounds a bit cliched, but my group of friends and the life lifelong connection we've made here, it really helped me look at life and my discipline from a very different perspective. It is with this passion and strong sense of self that I and my fellow graduating batchmates take our next step into this world, knowing that LUMS has paved a path for us to take a journey that will be hard, personalized, yet very satisfying. Congratulations, class of 2020.
For me, LUMS has been a transformational experience, not only professionally but personally as well. The most important thing that LUMS has given me is the realization that I had always underestimated my potential. My experience at LUMS made me beat my best record every day, pushed me to grow, and I believe that's the most circuit life lesson one can learn from any institution. In reality, I have just spent 2 years of my life in LUMS, but to me, it seems like a lifetime. I can safely say that the amount of impact it has created on me simply outweighs the impact of my previous life. This is Mohammad Saad Siddiq signing off from LUMS MBA batch of 2020.
Class of 2020. This may not be the celebration that any of us had in mind. We may not be walking up on stage. We may not be dressed in gowns holding our degrees in our hand. We may not be able to exchange warm wishes and hugs as we bid farewell. However, despite these difficult circumstances, the batch of 2020 has accomplished a great milestone worth celebrating. I understand that our senior year was not what we had imagined. None of us could have pictured that a week-long spring break would turn out to be an incomplete culmination of our time on campus. As this chapter ended, however, a new chapter of virtual learning began, one packed with extraordinary challenges and struggles as we together attuned ourselves and our lives to the new norm. It was our perseverance and sheer resilience in these challenging times that enabled us to pull through. And for this, we all must be very proud of ourselves today. Needless to say, the defining factor was our ability to stick together as a community with empathetic instructors that went out of their way to assist and guide students, friends that substituted chai sessions with Zoom sessions, and a community that innovated and unified to recover. As we bid farewell to the last 4 incredible years of our lives today, we might feel intimidated, anxious, and maybe even a little scared stepping into an uncertain world. Some of us, myself included, might not have jobs yet. Some of us might have plans for further education that are now infeasible. And some of us might be struggling adapting to this changing world. But today, as your Student Council President, I stand here before you to remind all of you that we will come out of these turbulent times as we did before, together. My fellow classmates, I feel honored to be graduating amongst you, and it was my profound pleasure to have represented you. Dear batch of 2020, congratulations. May the odds be forever in our favor. Thank you.
Honorable Pro-Chancellor Mr. Razak Dawood, Rector Mr. Shahid Hussain, Honored Convocation Speaker and Nobel Laureate Ms. Malala Yousafzai, respected trustees, Sayyid Babar Ali Saab, valued faculty colleagues, proud parents, and our beloved graduates, Assalamu alaikum. I want to welcome all of you to the convocation ceremony for the 32nd graduating class of LUMS. Convocation is a milestone event bringing all of us in the LUMS family together to celebrate achievements and our shared vision. My message to you, our soon-to-be graduates, is simply this. Seek out personal fulfillment and success, but never forget your obligation to serve the greater good. My dear students, you are going to remember this graduation like no other cohort has or perhaps ever will. You are in a once-in-a-lifetime event and a unique moment of history, and this you know. But this is also a time when the calls for help are getting louder, when economic and personal loss are more visible, and when social distress and inequity have taken on new meanings. So could this be your moment? And could this be your opportunity? Could this be your defining moment to look beyond personal ambition to consider a more noble social vision that is required more than ever before? Now, your determination to graduate is beyond any doubt. It is, after all, the sum of a lot of incredible hard work that you've put in, late nights, difficult exams, a lot of camaraderie. You have learned those very hard lessons, life's lessons from LUMS world-class faculty, and you've drawn strength from your friends whose diversity speaks to our rich heritage as Pakistanis. You have also laughed and you have also cried together. Like mountaineers who are tied in lockstep, you have reached new heights that make up the unique shared experiences of your time at LUMS. And it is at this moment we rejoice in the pleasure of your many, many accomplishments. So from all of us, congratulations to you. Graduates, I ask you to reflect on whether this defining moment speaks to what you will choose to do tomorrow. For those of you who aren't already employed, the uncertainty amplified by the global pandemic is completely understandable. But you may want to continue to study, and this by itself is a very pure and admirable kind of ambition. But many of you have other ambitions, and I know this because I have seen first-hand examples such as Riayat that fights urban inequality and developing youth aspirations, supporting the financially disadvantaged, as well as Ehsaas Karo, distributing food rations. I admire with pride how you are pushing the boundaries to become the agents of change you can be and for the betterment of society. Now, some time ago when I worked in Canada, I spent a bit of time at McMaster University's Bertrand Russell Research Centre, where the British philosopher and Nobel laureate's works are archived. Mr. Russell wrote about freedom and peacekeeping, noting that while most people pass through life without ever reflecting on their own or societal conditions, he claimed there are only a few rare and exceptional individuals with a certain love for humanity that are propelled to act to reduce societal suffering, regardless of how that suffering is related to their own lives. Mr. Russell described how personal ambition can be channeled into an unmistakable good, where the ambition for the self turns into the ambition for humanity. And this is the greater good all societies aspire to, and it is this ambition that is personified in our keynote speaker, Ms. Malala Yousafzai, another Nobel laureate you will hear from next. It is true that unfortunately you inherit a century confronting serious local and global issues. Society has become suspicious of self-serving ambition and failed leadership that has discounted environmental degradation, that has exacerbated social inequity, and that has ignored systemic bias and prejudice. But your generation has embraced these global movements, and humanity needs you to play critical roles to stimulate, to articulate, and to direct renewed efforts for the greater good. Graduates, you are also our proud ambassadors of positive ambition here at LUMS. In just 3 decades, LUMS has expanded into 5 schools which have had a measurable impact on business and society, with several world-class science centers, and I would say the most progressive law, humanities, and education programs in Asia. I am really proud to share with you today that LUMS global standing improved 50 places in the World QS rankings. And for the first time ever, LUMS has been recognized by the Times Higher Education Global and Asia rankings. And while rankings are but one measure of improvement, our commitment to access and equity are worth emphasizing. For example, LUMS provides significant financial aid to 1 out of 3 students, including its signature National Outreach Program, or fondly known as the NOP, which is now in its 20th anniversary year. And these are some of the reasons which speaks to why your graduation from this institution really matters. Your ambition will be the most important driver as you will join the 14,000 alumni and inspire the next generation of learners. Graduates, you know you are blessed from the many generous gifts of support that have come from your own families, that have come from your friends, and that certainly will continue to come from your institution that will stand by your side for the rest of your lives. My hope is that you will use these gifts and that you will use these talents in ways to serve a more ambitious vision for Pakistan and for the world. Most of all, I am confident that by finding your place in that greater vision, your personal aspirations will be naturally aligned to bring you fulfillment, to bring you joy, and to bring you all the happiness that you seek. We wish you well. We are immensely proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you on campus as soon as this becomes possible. Thank you very much.
हम भी हाथ में हाथ रखे उस दिन की ताक लगाए बैठे हैं, जब ये बेआवाज़ दरवाजे एक बार फिर से पुरनाज होंगे, जब ये खोखा आवाज़ और अल्फाज के कहकहों से फिर झूम उठेगा। खोखा जहाँ हर शख्स, हर फर्द सब घर सा महसूस करते हैं, और उस आवाज़ और अल्फाज की गूंज में कहीं एक एहसास बेपरदा होगा, जब तुम बावजूद बेवजूद उस एहसास के साथ आओगे तो मेरे यार, तुम बहुत याद आओगे। वक्त की दौड़ में तुम चले गए, लेकिन छोड़ के कुछ पीछे। ये A13 की जंग में रंगी कुर्सियां तुम्हारा नाम चिल्लाएंगी, खोखे पर चिलिंग्स करती ये बिल्लियां तुम्हारी दास्तानें सुनाएंगी, पूरे कैंपस के स्प्रिंकलर्स तुम्हारी याद में आंसू बहाएंगे, और हम तुम्हारी इस कहानी को थोड़ा आगे बढ़ाएंगे। तुम्हारा वक्त महदूद था, लेकिन जो तुम छोड़ गए वो लाफानी है। तुम देखोगे जब तुम कुछ अरसे बाद आओगे, मेरे दोस्त, मेरे यार, तुम बहुत याद आओगे। ये 5-1 वाला तो ड्रामा है, असल तो वक्त ने काटा है। इसको जितना थामे रखो, ये कमबख्त उतना ही तेज गुजर जाता है। शायद इस ग्रेजुएशन की दौड़ और पेंडेमिक के शोर में तुम भूल गए कहीं, ये फासला बेमायनी है। तुम हमेशा थे, तुम हो और तुम रहोगे यहीं इस कैंपस के वजूद में, इसकी रूह में, तुम्हारी कह गई हर दम गूंजती गुफ्तगू में। ना ये तुम्हें भूलेगी, ना तुम उसे भुला पाओगे। मेरे यार, मेरे दोस्त, तुम वाकई बहुत याद आओगे।
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a person with us today who is an outstanding champion for education worldwide. It is no secret that her advocacy for gender equity and access to education has developed into an international movement. Her cause is one that we share at LUMS, and she exemplifies for us what it means to truly lead by example and make a difference. In 2012, she was the recipient of Pakistan's first National Youth Peace Prize, and in 2014, she made history as the world's youngest Nobel Prize laureate. Everyone, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to this year's keynote speaker, Ms. Malala Yousafzai. Malala not only holds significant honors on the world stage, but she shares a very special bond with many of you today at this momentous milestone moment, as she is herself a graduate of the class of 2020 at Oxford University. We congratulate her for this very impressive achievement. And Malala, we are so thrilled at the opportunity to have you speak to us today and to share your exceptional journey. Your message will certainly resonate loudly with our students as they move to the next stage of their lives as the next generation of leaders. Graduates, please warmly welcome your keynote speaker, the exceptional Malala Yousafzai.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency Syed Babar Ali Saab, Rector Shahid Hussain Saab, Pro-Chancellor Abdul Razak Dawood Saab, Vice-Chancellor Dr. Arshad Ahmed Saab, Board of Trustees, Deans, faculty members, staff, distinguished guests, and dear graduates, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe in these difficult times. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak at LUMS 2020 Convocation. It was my father's dream for me in Pakistan that I study at LUMS. He's also very grateful for this opportunity today. I congratulate the class of 2020 on your graduation. I would like to extend special congratulations to the first graduating class of LUMS School of Education. Today is a remarkable moment in your life. You deserve to celebrate how far you have reached and how much you have accomplished. You are stepping out of this prestigious institution with passion for creating a progressive, prosperous, and thriving Pakistan. I thank Syed Babar Ali Saab and LUMS' staff for your efforts to expand LUMS' outreach with initiatives like the National Outreach Program. I have become an admirer of Syed Babar Ali Saab since the time I met him in person in Oxford, and I thank him for his remarkable work. I know convocation speeches are usually delivered by well-accomplished elders of ours who have seen many ups and downs, successes and failures throughout their lives. With their wisdom and knowledge, they can inspire you and guide you in what is ahead in your life. I, as a graduate myself this year, do not have those words of wisdom. I do not know what is ahead in life. I have been at home for the last 4 months. I studied at home, I did my exams at home, and I graduated at home, and currently I'm unemployed at home. I'm as confused and uncertain as many of you are. I cannot speak to you as an elder, so today I speak as your colleague and friend. When I was born in Swat, many people visited my family, not to congratulate but to console my mother that she will have a son next time. On the other hand, my father celebrated my birth with pride and joy. He wanted his daughter to have all those rights that his own 5 sisters could not have, from education to independence. I was 10 when our lives changed completely. From 2007 to 2009, the Taliban started spreading their extremist ideologies. They banned girls' education, stopped women from going to markets, and bombed more than 400 schools. We became internally displaced for 3 months. Thousands of people lost their lives. My father and I spoke out at that time for peace, women's rights, and girls' education. We were living in fear, not the fear of losing our lives, but the fear of living in suppression and terrorism forever. My activism started in the form of blogging, interviews, and rallies. At age 15, I was shot for speaking out, but I survived. I have continued my work for girls' education since then. What I have learned from my journey is that change does not occur itself. Someone has to step forward, speak out, and do something. Pakistan has the world's second highest number of out-of-school children. more than 20 million children between age 5 and 16 are out of school. They face too many barriers, including social norms, absence of infrastructure, and lack of teachers, transport, and school facilities. In Sindh, 58% of girls are out of school. In Balochistan, the number is even higher. 78% of girls cannot go to school. Across all provinces, generation after generation of children, especially girls, do not have the education you have. They don't have the tools they need to lift themselves, their families, and their communities out of poverty. I know these numbers can seem overwhelming, but imagine this. In our lifetime, we could see every girl in Pakistan in school. We could see every young woman graduate with at least 12 years of free, safe, and quality education. Data shows that when a country educates all girls and sends every girl to school, the economy grows, public health improves, the risk of war shrinks, and our environment becomes cleaner and safer. Imagine the difference girls' education would make to our country. I'm often asked this question, so what can we do? How can we help? Here are a few ways in which you can help. Urge the government to invest more in quality education. My organization Malala Fund supports advocates across Pakistan who are asking provincial governments, especially those in places with high number of out-of-school girls, to spend at least 20% of their budgets on education. I believe this is the most important investments our country can make. Speak out against gender bias and harmful social norms. At home, in a classroom, and in a wider society, social norms influence girls' and boys' perceptions of their lives and their future. If a girl is told from a younger age that her value lies in the housework, marriage, and motherhood, it limits her ambitions and it limits her opportunities. Families without enough money often prioritize education for their boys rather than their girls. But social norms can change, and you can help them change by raising your voice for girls' education in communities across the country. I would like to ask every one of you to acknowledge your role in challenging gender discrimination and injustices. To all the women, believe in yourself. Let nothing stop you. Become role models to young girls so they can aspire to become engineers, teachers, scientists, political leaders, CEOs, and doctors. To all the men, you have an important role to play. Stand by your sisters and daughters. As my father always says, quoted, "Do not ask me what I did for my daughter, but ask me what I did not do. I did not clip her wings." Unquote. So speak out for girls and women's rights. Stand by them, and sometimes step back to create space for them to have equal presence. I know you all have great ambitions for a brighter future of Pakistan, and I hope you will remember these 3 things. Be hopeful, take action, and go ahead with values. We are graduating in a time period where uncertainty could not be more certain. A global pandemic and economic recessions have shaken our health, education, political, and economic systems. We must remember that while the pandemic has affected all of us, it has not affected us all equally. Many of us have lost their loved ones, and most of us have lost their jobs. But many poets and thinkers will tell you the darkest moments are to be followed by the brightest. Our world may never be the same after this crisis, but I hope it will be better. When we face biggest challenges, we learn who we truly are and what we value most. So go ahead with the hope that you can make this world a better place for everyone. Our country is urging us for change. We must act to build a Pakistan that treats each and every citizen equally, regardless of their gender, skin color, ethnicity, or religion. A Pakistan where everyone feels safe to raise their voice, where your family members do not disappear overnight. A Pakistan where leaders prioritize the welfare of the state and invest in education, health, environment, science, and technology. A Pakistan which protects minorities, the most marginalized and vulnerable groups, and stands for a stronger democracy and freedom. This is an extraordinary moment of change. The world needs good people. We need values of fairness, kindness, tolerance, and truth. The words sound small, but the acts are big. I wish you all happiness and success in your journeys ahead. Congratulations once again on your graduation. I will end my remarks with the beautiful words of Faiz Ahmad Faiz. हम परवरिशे लोह कलम करते रहेंगे, हम परवरिशे लोह कलम करते रहेंगे, जो दिल पे गुजरती है रकम करते रहेंगे. हाँ तलखी अय्याम अभी और बढ़ेगी, हाँ तलखी अय्याम अभी और बढ़ेगी, हाँ अहले सितम मश्क सितम करते रहेंगे. मंजूर ये तलखी ये सितम हमको गवारा, मंजूर ये तलखी ये सितम हमको गवारा. दम है तो मुदावाए अलम करते रहेंगे. एक तर्ज तगाफुल है सो वो उनको मुबारक, एक अर्ज तमन्ना है सो हम करते रहेंगे. बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू सो मच.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and congratulations, dear graduates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you today. I'm honored to join you in marking this important milestone. Today, we celebrate all of you. The last few months have brought with them unprecedented uncertainty and change. I'm inspired and proud of how you have all risen to the challenge and displayed exceptional maturity, resilience, and determination. We recognize and appreciate that you have had to make many adjustments this past semester. Your response to this global pandemic has proved that you are already trailblazers and are ready to start the next phase of your lives. This pandemic has united you. As you graduate and go out in the world, you will see that life is rarely predictable. Your ability to adapt to circumstances and to find creative solutions to problems is what will define your path. In times of great difficulty, there are always opportunities. The virus will be a small mark in our history, but your response will shape your future. In a few years, when we revisit this part of our history, we will remember it for the brilliance, collaboration, and entrepreneurship of our graduates. More than ever before, we are looking to you, our young graduates, for your drive and innovation. I'm confident that the class of 2020 is more than up to the challenge. Congratulations to you all once again. And now, I would like to acknowledge the hard work of our students who have made us proud. Please join me in recognizing the recipients of the National Management Foundation medals.
MPhil Education Leadership and Management, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Jannat Kareem Khan. MS Electrical Engineering, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Rizwana Kausar. MS Computer Science, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Nimra Mustafa. MS Economics, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Tehreem Talat. Executive MBA, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Ahmed Raza. MBA, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Umar Yusuf Khan. MBA, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Minahil Shehzad. BS Mathematics, Gold Medal First Position, Amina Adil. BS Electrical Engineering, Gold Medal First Position Electrical Engineering, Silver Medal Second Position Overall, Waleed Akbar. BS Computer Science, Gold Medal First Position Computer Science, Gold Medal First Position Overall, Sayyid Mustafa Ali Abbasi. BS Chemistry, Gold Medal First Position, Rimsha Irfan. BS Biology, Gold Medal First Position, Namra Amir. BSc Honours Economics, Gold Medal First Position, Baneen Abbas. BSc Honours Economics and Mathematics Joint Major, Gold Medal First Position, Aved Yassin. BSc Honours Political Science, Gold Medal First Position, Taha Tariq. BA LLB Honours, Gold Medal First Position, Muhammad Hassan Kaisar Khan. BA Honours English, Gold Medal First Position, Sophia Ijaz Shah. BA Honours History, Gold Medal First Position, Rumesa Anjum Chauhan. BSc Honours Accounting and Finance, Gold Medal First Position, Muazzam Ali.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. When you came to LUMS, you came to a building with just 4 walls and the promise of tomorrow outside it. Today, that promise of yesterday has come to fruition. Your hard work has paid off, and it is time to celebrate this milestone. This may not be the ceremony that you envisaged. None of us could have predicted the event for the last few months. We've had to deal with many changes very quickly and have done so with wisdom and maturity. I'm incredibly impressed and proud of the way you've conducted yourself during the global crisis. Convocation is an important event for any graduate, and it signals the end of one journey and the beginning of a more challenging and a longer one. As the whole world recovers from the effects of COVID-19, we will look to you as the next generation of leaders to give us purpose, hope, and a path forward. You have already shown to us that you are ready for those challenges, and now it's time for you to show your vision to the world. The road ahead will be challenging, but remember that your LUMS family is always here and to be with you. We will always be your supporter, guiding you and supporting you. The class of 2020 has already made us proud, and I'm excited to see what you do as you face the whole world. Congratulations to you once again. Thank you. May Allah bless you all and your family.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My heartiest congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. My thanks to your parents and your elders who entrusted you to take the undergraduate and postgraduate studies at LUMS. And above all, my thanks to the faculty who taught you and mentored you, and to the staff of the campus who looked after your needs. You are now entering the real world. The degree or the certificate that you'll get from here is only the entry pass to your next career or your next occupation. After that, you will be judged on how much industry and hard work you put into your effort. As was stressed on you throughout your stay at LUMS, that above all, you will be judged by your truthfulness, by your integrity, and by your humility as to how you conduct yourself. Your future will depend very much on these very important factors that I've just named. I pray for your success in all walks of life, whatever you undertake. And don't forget that LUMS is always there to help you, and LUMS will always need your help to take this institution, which you spent your valuable life here, to take it forward, and for its future well-being will depend on your commitment and your support to LUMS. Khuda Hafiz, and best of luck in whatever you do in the future.
My heartiest congratulations to the class of 2020. I wish you all the very best in the next chapter of your life. You're going into the world at an unprecedented time. As we know it, there are constant changes all over, and we have to navigate through into the new normal. But I'm very confident that the world-class education that you receive at LUMS has already prepared you to take on these new opportunities. Find them, continuously learn, and make your communities, your country, and yourself proud. Thank you so much.
Class of 2020, congratulations. Here's to all the CPs that you've made, all the all-nighters that you pulled off, the societies that you've ran, and the voices that you've raised. Fact is, you came in as individuals. Today, you graduate as a community. And we alumni are super proud. These are unforeseen times. Many see a bleak world amidst crisis. I see one with opportunity. The reality is, we've never been more ready for change than we are now. We might have lost many months, but we've gained several years. Historically, this isn't the first crisis, and this won't be the last. Many successes have actually come out of crisis. Uber, WhatsApp, Pinterest, Instagram are some of many. So when the world resets this time, who else do you think is going to be more geared up to enter this new chapter? It's you, the most digitally advanced, socially responsible, bright-eyed change makers. So just like you exited your last class or you gave your last exam, enter this world with hope, with resilience, with pride. Values we alumnites know very well. This is your time. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, what a huge milestone. When you look back at your 4 years, I hope you know that you have helped to make LUMS a more interesting place. It is a place now with more safety for diverse voices, for difficult conversations, and for bold action. So while it may feel like you've been thrust into the real world and its problems very abruptly, given the current crisis and the situation around us, I hope you know that you've already shown us that you are capable of learning, of adapting, and of asking the tough questions that will further our collective well-being. And so now I invite you to take the next step. Ask yourself, what is the problem that you want to learn about? What do you want to solve for? And then go forth courageously in that endeavor. I wish you all the best. I welcome you to Alumnihood. Congrats, class of 2020.
Congratulations, the class of 2020. I know this isn't the ideal way you imagined this day to be. A day full of celebration is a day full of grief and despair for a lot of us in the LUMS family. But where COVID-19 has shown us a lot of this grief, it has also shown the fragility of our systems, the fragility of our economies, and the fragility of our setups. And I think where most of you, the class of 2020, might not have those traditional opportunities, you have this opportunity to create a new system, a new economy, a new setup that puts human at the center of it all and gives him back the honor and dignity that is bestowed upon him as said by all of the religious and ethical traditions. And I know that you guys will take up this challenge and help us create this new system that is just an equivalent for all and that puts human back at the center. I wish you all the success in your future endeavors, and I'm banking on you to create this new world. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Though it may seem like a huge burden right now, the class of 2020 will forever be remembered worldwide as those who faced the pandemic head-on, persevered, and thrived. In your journey, the LUMS alumni and the VC Alumni Achievement Awardees are here to support you. Congratulations, class of 2020. Looking forward to great things from all of you.
Assalamu alaikum, and a warm congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. You finally reached the culmination of years of hard work and commitment. But as they say, every ending has a new beginning. And in your case, it's a very unique beginning as you enter a VUCA world, the likes of which nobody has seen before. And this is exactly the kind of opportunity that you might be looking for, because the new world requires new ideas, new thoughts, and new solves to the problem. So you can use your fresh mind to go out there, solve these unique problems, and make a name for yourself, your institution, and your family in the process. On behalf of the alumni, I welcome you to the real world. Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it this far. The PDC rounds are over and the 9 a.m., 8 a.m. classes are over as well. But now life begins. And what you choose to do with this LUMS degree really rests on you. You can either use it as your first achievement or your last achievement, but I hope that it's one of many achievements. Use your LUMS degree as a stepping stone. That's the beauty of a LUMS degree. You can choose to do whatever it is that you want with it. You can harness its potential as and how you deem fit. But whatever it is that you choose to do, I urge you all to please give back to Pakistan and invest back in Pakistan, because this country really needs people like you. And with this, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations again, class of 2020.
Now let us move towards the most important part of the ceremony, the conferment of degrees. Though we look forward to connecting in person and celebrating this occasion once we return to campus in safer times to come, the conferment of degree ceremony will be hosted on the LUMS website. Links to the sessions are listed under the schools for the graduating batches. We look forward to having you join us and acknowledge the success of our graduates in the next session. Thank you.